What's up everyone, welcome back to One Strange Adventure. Welcome to the next video. We got another big project. So today, what we're gonna be doing is actually unboxing some new equipment for the RV. A couple months back, almost a year now, we installed a really nice system sponsored by Signature Solar. So thank you guys so much for sponsoring our system, sponsoring our channel. You guys have been amazing partners throughout the year. We're so glad we get to continue to work with you guys. Today, what we're going to be doing is unboxing the new equipment because they have sent us a new system. So we are taking the 12 volt system out of the rig and we're going to be installing a 48 volt system. So today's video will be unboxing, talking about the equipment. Next video will be starting to install the equipment in the RV. So I've never installed a 48 volt system, so we're going to be learning as we go, and we're pretty excited to be doing this because we're getting rid of a lot of our Victron equipment. That's the big thing. We're going to switch over to an EG4 inverter. Has a lot of different features. We're going to talk about that when we go to unbox it. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. Now this is some really heavy equipment. So if you try to install this stuff, make sure you have somebody to help you. What we're going to start off with is actually the inverter. We're going to unbox that, open it up, and we're going to show you guys what we got. All right, let's open this up. First time opening it. I've never seen one of these in person. I mean, other than at the Signature Solar shop. And I was just walking around. I didn't pay too much attention to them because we were getting the Victron stuff. I believe this is, yep, so it comes with a dongle. That way you can connect it to Wi-Fi. So that is my dongle. I don't want to lose that. Here's the manual and several bolts. I'll figure that one out. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Network cables. Oh, this is nice. All right. Wow, this is nice. All right, time to open this thing up and see what it's all about. So there's 3 screws on the bottom. Looks like 2 on each side. And this front face comes off. Now what I really like about this is that right here you do have breakers for your for the grid, for the load, and the generator. So you can actually turn them on and off individually, which is really nice. You also have a kill switch over on this side. All right. You got your communication panels. You have your battery. This is where you plug in your load, your neutral, your ground, and then these right here are actually your solar, your MPPT inputs or PV inputs. So one thing to note is the bottom of the inverter, once you kind of get these out, it doesn't come with the cable glands to put back in to keep it from, the cables from rubbing the side of the exposed metal, or in our case, going down the road with an RV and that vibration rubbing. So I'll make a run to Lowe's pretty soon. But yeah, thankfully that's something I can get there, but it doesn't come with that, so keep that in mind when you're ordering your parts to build your system. All right, so let's talk about some of the pros and cons of this inverter. We'll start with some of the cons. All right, it is a 6K inverter. It's not typically used in the RV setup, but we're going to make it work, and that's one of the reasons it was sent to us, to make sure that we can integrate this into an RV system and that it works flawlessly. Some of the pros to this: much smaller package. So this one inverter is replacing all of the blue stuff that I have. So my 2 solar chargers, my 2 inverters, the servo, all of that is going to be replaced by just this, which is nice. Weight wise, this is a lot lighter than all that equipment. Cost wise, this is much cheaper. So this costs about the same as one of the Victron inverters, maybe a little bit more. But when you start adding up the 2 inverters, the 2 solar chargers, the price adds up pretty quickly on the Victron side. This covers it all. So you save on weight, you save on money, win-win. I am not in any way, shape, or form downing Victron, because Victron has amazing equipment. But when we had the opportunity to work with Signature Solar to put a 48 volt system in there, we wanted to go with EG4 since we had the EG4 batteries. So something different, something new to try. Great company to work with. Just want to see how we can make it work in the RV. Alright, so that's the unboxing of our new EG4 6000 XP, which is our hybrid inverter. And next we're going to unbox an EG4 battery. It's very similar to the batteries we have, but except for instead of them being 12 volt, they're 48 volts. So the terminal's a little bit different, so we're going to have to figure that out too. New EG4 48 volt batteries. So the cool thing about 48 volt, one, you can use a little bit smaller gauge wire, because as your volts go up, your amps come down. So, it makes it a little bit nicer. Amps coming down, amps create heat, especially if there's any type of resistance. So if you have a terminal loose or something like that, it creates a lot of heat. And 48 volt, while it'll still create some heat. Look at these little wires comes with it. Will create some heat, but not like 12 volt. Because you're running a quarter, essentially, of the amps that you would be running. Let's check out the battery. And it looks exactly like the one that we have, except with the 12 volt version we have, the terminals are like on the top, very exposed. These are more inset. So we're gonna have to figure out how to make that work, but yeah, I like it. So I love that these batteries have their own built-in breaker. I love that they have the ID, so you can switch between different setups, essentially, like making sure the batteries know where they're at in their place. And we take these little handles off because of the way our setup is. But the terminals are kind of set in, and it has this metal piece that kind of keeps it, because what these batteries are really made for is to use these to go from here to like a bus bar in a cabinet, essentially. But we're going to parallel them all together so that we stay at 48 volts. These are 100 amp hours each, so that's another big difference. Is 12 volt is 400 amp hours, 48 volt is 100 amp hours, but you're getting the same capacity out of that battery. So yeah, so we'll have 400 amp hours at 48 volts. Since I don't have a rack for these batteries, I can't really like put them in a rack and then just run them to a bus bar. So I got these two copper bars, which would have been awesome bus bars, but because of the way the design of these 48 volt batteries, they have these ridges right here. Can't get to the screws. You can see right here there's this kind of inset, and you just cannot get like a bus bar to them. And the other thing is, I thought about maybe like cutting these tabs off because it's just plastic, but then the bus bar blocks the communication ports, so I can't do that either. I could make a bus bar externally and then kind of like plug each one of them to it, but there's just not a good way of doing that in my setup. So I have cable, and I'm just going to make cables that loop to each of them. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'll make some cables. Alright, we've got more to unbox, but I think that does it for today. Live to fight another day. Alright, so what did we do today? We unboxed the inverter, we unboxed a couple batteries, we talked about the pros and cons, we also made wires or cables for these to parallel them. I think tomorrow we start installing. So that's going to be fun. Alright, see you guys soon.